Hello student, today we are starting a new topic, types of electrical faults. Okay, so these are some common faults which occur in the electrical system. First one is a short circuit faults. In short circuit fault is a further divided in two parts. First one is a symmetrical faults, in which symmetrical faults are mostly arise due to the two type of fault. First one is a triple line ground. Okay, so whenever you have a three-phase system, and at any time, if this three-phase line is short circuited with the ground, then it will create the triple LG fault. Okay, so and if this three line is short circuited by itself, then it will create the three line fault. Okay, 3L fault. Then we have a unsymmetrical fault. So later in later chapter you will see what is the symmetrical and unsymmetrical fault. Okay, so also you already studied in the power system. Okay, in power system too, that what is a symmetrical faults and what is a unsymmetrical faults. Okay, type of unsymmetrical fault is a LG, line to ground fault, which is mostly occur in the power system. Then we have a double L fault, which is a line to line fault, and third one is a double line to ground fault. So whenever symmetrical fault is occur in the system, then at that time all the three currents or voltages are same. Okay, but whenever the unsymmetrical fault is happened in the system, then at that time your all the three lines voltage and currents are different from each other. Okay, so second type of fault is a open circuit fault, in which we have a open the conductor, one conductor open and two conductor open type of fault. Okay, then we have a transient faults, in which we have a lightning surges, which is a natural disaster, and second one is a switching surges. Okay, so whenever we switch the high rated equipment, then at that time we observe the switching surges, and it will create the transient faults. Okay, so first one is a unsymmetrical fault analysis. So first type is a line to ground fault. Let the line to ground fault at a point F in a power system through the fault impedance ZF occur on a phase A. Okay, so we have another two line currents are zero, IB and IC are zero, and what is the voltage of phase 1, VA is equal to ZF into IA. Okay, so these are the some parameters we already derived it in a power system too. Okay, so these are the symmetrical components. Okay, so whenever we have a unsymmetrical fault, so first we have to convert in a symmetrical component. Okay, so then after we can analyze it. Okay, okay, this suggests that at the time of line to ground fault, power system network can be represented as a series connection of its sequence networks. Okay, through the impedance of 3ZF. Okay, so whenever the unsymmetrical line to ground fault is occur, we see that the all the three component, or we can see the all the three sequence component are in the series connection. Okay, and we have a fault current. We can also equate with the line currents. Okay, so IA1, IA2 and IA naught is equal to EA upon Z1, Z2, Z0 plus 3ZF, and this is because the all the sequence networks are in a series connection. Okay, and these are the sequence voltages and sequence currents. Okay, so now we discuss about the what is the line to line fault. Okay, so why we discuss all this fault? Because before designing the protection for the any type of fault, you have to you have to have a understanding about the what is the level of current in each type of fault. Okay, so when we observe the line to line fault, at that time system will look like that. Okay, so one phase have a zero current and another two phases got short circuited through any type of impedance ZF. Okay, so These are the formulas which are derived, already derived in the power system too. So never, you don't have to remember all these formula for a SGP. Okay, switch current protection is purely based on the faults. Okay, so we only reviews all the formulas for our understanding. Okay, so this equation suggests that the whenever the unsymmetrical fault, okay, unsymmetrical line to line fault is occur, our sequence network, positive sequence and negative sequence network are act like they are connected in a parallel connection. Okay, and this is the formula for the currents, fault current and voltages and currents. Okay, so whenever we observe the line to ground fault, double LG fault. Okay, so at that time we have a formula like this. Okay, and due to this we observe that the all the sequence network, positive, negative and zero sequence network are connected in a parallel when this type of fault is occur. Okay, so uh, this is how we can improve our knowledge about the particular type of fault. Okay, so this is one example. Okay, so determine the following fault current. Okay, when line to ground fault at 3 at bus 3 through the XF 0.1 J per unit. Then if we have a fault line to line at the bus 3 through the XF 0.1 J per unit. Then if we have a line to line ground fault at the bus 3 through the XF, then assume the generator current limiting reactors of impedance 0.05 J per unit on 100 MVA base. The rating of equipments are these are the ratings, all the ratings of equipment. We have a x1, x2 and x0, which are the impedance for a positive, negative and zero sequence. Okay, for all the equipment present in the network. Okay, so positive sequence network is like that. Okay, so you can you already study how to draw the sequence network for a particular power system. So this is the uh, positive sequence network. And this is the, if we convert slightly delta to star, then we have this kind of network. And if we further if we further short this circuit, then these two impedance will gets added and we have a final circuit look like that. Okay, and if we convert all these are the star connection again. Okay, so if we if we again convert in a delta to star, then we got the final impedance x1 like this. Okay, so and for negative sequence network, okay, so final negative sequence network will be look like that. Okay, and then we have a zero sequence network. Okay, so why we are study these sequence networks? Okay, so whenever you analyze any type of network, then first you have to convert it into the sequence network, because whenever the unsymmetrical fault is occur, we don't have any method to directly solve the circuit. Okay, so first we need to convert in a symmetrical components, positive, negative and zero. Then we made the networks of all the type of sequence network, and then we calculate the final value of currents and voltages. Okay, so when line to ground fault is occur, this will be the figure. All the sequence network are in a series, and if we put all the values, then we got the value of current, which is a fault current. Okay, so in a per unit system. Okay, so finally we got the fault current at bus 3. So this is the solution for the first example. Okay, so in first question we they asked about the what is the fault current when fault is occur at the bus 3. Okay, so this is the fault current at bus 3, and other two buses current are zero, because it is a line to ground fault. Okay, so only one fault current is present here. Okay, so these are the sequence networks by which we can calculate the voltages also. Okay, then if we second one is a line to line fault. So if we have a line to line fault, two line are got short circuited, then at that time we have a two fault current, IB or IC, or either IA or IB we have a I over IB if fault is created between the line A and B. Okay, so and both the fault current are same because both the network are connected in a series connection. Okay, so you can see that here we have a, large amount of current, 839.78 ampere. Okay, so in normal system at our home we see the maximum of uh, 15 ampere plugs. Okay, and here is a far more than that. Okay, so whenever the fault is occur on the uh, distribution level or transmission level, uh, currents are so high, so we have to open this our healthy part of system to maintain the power supply constant to the other part of system. Okay, and this one is the last for voltage calculation. Okay, then if we have a double LG fault, then our network will look like that, and our currents will also change. Okay, so you can also judge the in line to ground fault we have a higher amount of current. Then if we have a line to line fault only, then we have a less amount of current. But if fault is connected with the ground also, then again our current will increase. Okay, our fault current will increase. Okay, so this is the comparison of all the values calculated previously. So if we have a LG fault, then we have this current. So phase A current is 723.52. If we have a double L fault, then we have a current 839.73. But if we have a triple LG fault, then we have a higher amount of current. Okay, and then we have a voltages also. Okay, so these are the key points that we noted from this calculation, that whenever the type of fault is changed, then at that time currents will change, voltage also will change. So we have to design a protection system in a such a manner that we can open the our relay at any type of fault. Okay, so why we design a different type of relays, because we have a different type of faults also. Okay, so for a different type of fault we have to design a different type of relays. Okay, so these are the components of protection system. So now this is the important points for a SGP subject. Okay, so up to now we already only see the some example for a power system 2. Okay, for power system 2 we already calculated many examples for a symmetrical faults and symmetrical and unsymmetrical faults. Okay, so this is only for the this was only for the basic understanding why different type of relays are there in a protection system. Okay, so now this is the components for a protection system, in which this is a CT, current transformer. Okay, so transducer, or we can say the CTPT. Okay, so these are the two main components to take the current and voltage rating of a particular bus system. Okay, so CT, what does CT? CT is down the current. Okay, so down the fault current, because in feeder we have a thousand of ampere current. Okay, and our relay is not designed for such a high current. Okay, so first we need to uh, down the higher current. Okay, and to lower this higher current we use the CT, and to lower the voltage we use the PT. Okay, so CT ratings are 1 ampere or a 5 ampere, and PT rating are 110 volt to 220 volt. Okay, so relay, what does relay? Relay detects the faults and issues the trip signal. Okay, relay current coil rating is a 1 ampere or a 5 ampere, and voltage rating is a 110 volt or a 220 volt. Okay, so relay act whenever the current exceeds its limit, then this relay circuit will work. Okay, so relay detects the fault. Relay will do the two function. It detects the fault and issue the trip signal. Okay, and what does the circuit breaker? Here you can see this is the circuit breaker. This is the relay. Okay, you can see this is the our relay. Okay, so relay detects the fault and issue the trip signal. and circuit breaker makes and breaks the current at the time of fault. Okay, so whenever the fault is occur, this circuit will start operate. Okay, and due to this operate, circuit breaker will start its working. Okay, so makes and breaks the current at the time of fault, and moving the contact separates from a fixed contact to interrupt the current. Okay, so this is the about the components of the power system. So up to now, if you have any type of uh, doubt, then you can comment it down. Thank you.